a moment for you that turned out to be a life-changing moment, like he had?
I had a full medical a couple of weeks ago, probably about a month ago, and everything was fine, touch wood, everything was okay, but he just said that you need to lose a little bit of weight because you've got a 1 in 25 chance of getting diabetes. He also said you need to cut down on the wine. That I'm not going to do. Still going to have my spritzers, but I have sort of taken red meat out of my diet and I'm eating more fish. I never liked fish, but I've made myself like it now, so I have quite a lot of salmon and so sort of cut down. And as I say, the wine, that is staying as it is. I only have a couple of spritzers every night, but that's the only thing I've got left now. Don't smoke, don't, you know, like, so I have to have little spritzers, that's my little treat. But everything else I've cut down on. I mean, I've had half a banana instead of a whole banana today.
You can have a banana, can't you?
I had some porridge earlier, but normally when I'd come in, I would have had a bacon sandwich.
Yeah.
Now I'm
You're infamous about your bacon sandwiches.
Half a banana. I know, yeah.
Wow. How about you, Nina?
I was in EastEnders for quite a few years, quite happy in my career. Came home one day, my son was, about 5 years old, and he turned to me and he had a long face on, quite sad. I said, "What's up?" And he said to me, he doesn't like the fact that it's always Daddy who comes to pick him up from school. And that made me feel very sad. And I made a decision I was going to leave the show for a while, just spend some time with my son. So I had to find the balance with career and life, and as most women do. But it was a hard decision, but
How long had you been in EastEnders?
God, coming up to 6 years.
Right.
Yeah, a long time.
So that was a really big decision then.
Very big decision, yeah. Especially, you know, it's hard enough for women in any career.
Yeah.
In this business, you know, if you're out of the scene for a couple of years, they think you're either dead or given up on life. So.
I know what you mean, though. In terms of, obviously, in terms of leaving a job that you love and you've really enjoyed, I worked at GMTV for just under 12 years, so it was a massive part of my life. It was the best job in the world. I travelled the world, I travelled the country, but I had a moment where, you know, people often ask me, what was it that made you decide to leave? I can tell you exactly what that moment was. It was arriving at Glastonbury to cover the weather. We got there at midnight. The rain was coming down like that, and we had to, me and a lovely researcher that came with me, we managed to find where our satellite truck was, you know, to do the broadcast for the next day, and we had to pitch a tent in the driving rain. Oh, no. And I remember lying there as it was blowing around, you could hear all the music, and I just thought, I'm too old to do this. And so I did. I quit the next day and just said, I've loved it, it's been amazing, but now it's time for somebody else. And then I came here.
Oh,
so, hurrah.
We're glad you did.
Do you know why I like it here? It's because it's warm.
Yeah.
It's warm and I don't have to pitch a tent or anything. It's great.